In the game against Man City, Liverpool showed why they are the current champions of England. They are playing away from home, but they still dominated the proceedings of the game, especially in the first half. With the possession-heavy brand of football they are playing, City again deployed a high-line defense. And this was always gonna be a mouth-watering prospect for Liverpool's attack. In this match, Jurgen Klopp somehow found a way to fit in the informed DIOGO JOTA, and the result, Liverpool just got even more menacing in attack. There's no way Jurgen Klopp's gonna drop DIOGO JOTA into the bench right after he just scored a hat-trick against Atalanta. The acquisition of DIOGO JOTA last summer was actually a very surprising one. It came out of the blue, and no one expected it at all. Even the hefty price tag of 45 million for a player who's in and out of the Wolves team seemed too expensive at the time. But he scored 6 goals and 2 assists in the last 4 matches before the City game. That's an impressive return, on par with the likes of Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. He's arguably the most informed player in the Liverpool team right now. Even the most regular member of the starting 11, Bobby Firmino, started to look over his shoulders now. The arrival of JOTA started to ask more questions about his lack of goals over recent seasons. People tried to give something like, oh, his unselfishness is what allows both Salah and Mane to score the amount of goals they scored, or he gels the Liverpool attack and improves everyone around him, as excuses for his goals drying up. They're all valid points, but right now, even without Firmino on the pitch, they are doing just fine. They scored 5 goals without reply against a good Atalanta side away from home in the Champions League. JOTA scored a hat-trick, and both Mane and Salah scored 1 goal each. This kind of output doesn't suggest they are missing Firmino at all. It will come as no surprise if Klopp actually decided to drop the previously undroppable figure of Bobby Firmino out of the starting lineup again. Call it a tactical masterstroke or whatever, but Klopp found a great idea to involve all 4 of them simultaneously, and to accommodate this, a tweak in the formations required. Mane remained on the left flank as usual, but Salah's now deployed as the striker up top, with JOTA on the right flank. And instead of playing as a false 9, Firmino's now playing as the traditional number 10 behind the 3 forwards. This wasn't an unfamiliar position for him, as he's played in this position before at Hoffenheim. Perhaps this might be his more natural position, and the arrival of JOTA could in fact be a blessing in disguise. We all know how great Liverpool attack is, but without the midfield behind them, they'd be much less effective. Both Gini Wijnaldum and Jordan Henderson managed to dominate the center of the pitch, controlling the tempo of the game with their passing, and this was all done without Fabinho or Thiago. The fact that they are able to raise their game in the absence of the other key members made it even more impressive. City midfield of Gundogan and Rodri simply didn't have the class to handle them. This season, it's clear City were struggling with fluency and lacking ideas to progress the ball into the forward areas. Gundogan and Rodri just aren't good enough. Regardless of what a brilliant player Kevin De Bruyne is, it's just too much for him to carry the whole team on his back all by himself. Even he managed to miss a glorious opportunity to put his team ahead by putting a penalty wide. This wasn't like Kevin De Bruyne at all. Usually, he's very reliable in a big game like this, but perhaps the pressure of having all the responsibilities to himself was starting to show. Once again, Pep Roulette took center stage, as Mahrez absent from the squad entirely, and both Foden and Bernardo Silva were dropped to the bench. Pep always mentioned the importance of getting a good rhythm in the team, and I'm wondering whether heavy rotation like this, week in week out, actually disrupts the team cohesion. Foden showing some good form in recent matches, but he still couldn't get into the team. Whenever he's on the pitch, he's a player who always looks like he can offer something different, and someone who can actually make something happen, aside from De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva's also another victim of the heavy rotation. One season he's the darling of the team, and the next he's the outcast. We might point to his lack of form for the reason he's dropped, but at the same time, we could also point to the lack of game time as the reason behind the downturn in his performances. I'm no manager, but there's a feeling the riches of talent and the squad depth City possesses actually hinders the whole team's progress, because it just gives Pep the chance to overthink stuff and fix that which is not yet broken. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment down below. What should Liverpool do with Firmino? Is it time to get rid of him? Or is the front four the way to go? Let me know down below. Lastly, don't forget to share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch you all soon.